Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk Bulldog Hockey. And with us, head coach Bob Daniels. Coach, welcome back to the show this week.
Good to be here, Rob.
Bulldogs started off their season unofficially with an exhibition game on Sunday, an 8-2 win over Ryerson University. And just talk about your play in that game and what you saw out of your team.
Well, you know, first, it was just good to be back and playing hockey. It's been a long summer, great summer. We've enjoyed kind of looking back at last season, but it's just got to be time to play. And last night it's hard to get a real grip on things. We left a lot of guys we didn't dress. For instance, Corey Kane, we didn't dress. TJ Schluter, they're both nursing some bumps and bruises. We only played Zarnelsen for one period, Scotty Zarnelsen, and I didn't even want to play him that long, but he wanted to play, and we kept Jason Binkley off. So, it gave us a chance to really watch our freshman defensemen, and we played four of our 6 defensemen were freshmen last night, and it gave us a good opportunity to try to grade them out before when this weekend we go and we play RPI, and that game now starts to count. It's a part of our regular season, and you don't have the time nor the luxury. So we gave our freshmen a really good look. We looked at all 3 goaltenders. We experimented a ton, and now we're ready, I guess, for lack of a better term, for live ammunition.
As we go to the highlights of Sunday's exhibition game, just talk about the play early on. Pretty even at the beginning of the contest, but again, as you mentioned, a number of freshmen really seeing their first action on the ice.
Yeah, and it was really even to begin with, and I thought coming out of that first period, C.J. Mott was tested, and he had to make a number of really good saves. And I was really happy with what I saw in C.J. As the period unfolded, and it gave us an opportunity to kind of build a lead. I never really felt like it was as one-sided as an 8-2 type of game. One of the things that I was very pleased with, obviously, was our ability to score some goals here. And over the last few years, as good as we've been defensively, at times we've struggled to score goals. So it was good to see, in some respects, all the goals and how well we finished our chances. And we could have, Justin DiMartino, let's talk about him. He scored 3 goals last night. Could have easily have been 5. He missed an open net on a breakaway. And then he also, right here on the highlight, he scores this goal. I'm still not sure why they canceled it, but they did. But, he could have easily had 5 last night. And, it's good to see him all of a sudden maybe start to break loose.
You guys had some opportunities early, and then it seemed like once you finally were able to score, it really came in a flurry at the end of the first and beginning of the second period.
Yeah, it sure did. And what we did see was a number of scoring from freshmen as well as the upperclassmen. So, here's Nate Milam with a really great individual effort. But Kenny Babinski scored a really good goal last night. And one of the things I think you can see through the highlights here is how hard we went to the net. And they did too, but it was very physical around both goals. Here's just a great shot by Garrett Thompson. You don't often see the puck stick in the netting. That netting's pretty tough to get the bend like that and have a puck stay up there, and that's highly unusual.
Good to see the contributions offensively from some of your returning guys like Garrett Thompson, Kyle Bonus, both able to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Kyle Bonus, you'll see, maybe this is the goal here, just a great shot. The water ball gets knocked off. But Kyle, that's what he does. And what I liked about Kyle's game is it's really starting to grow to where he's very, very reliable defensively. When he went from really his freshman year where we were really concerned about him defensively to now being one of our top defensive forwards. And we're going to see a highlight here coming up soon. Here's Kenny Babinski scoring for us, a freshman. We're not too unused to seeing number 11 score. It's just a different number, different player in number 11. But we're going to see Matt Robertson score what I thought was a very talented type goal where you could see, I think, given time, you're going to start to see him emerge as he reminds me of a young Jordy Johnson.
Here in the second period, one thing the Bulldogs did was you changed goaltenders all 3 periods.
Yeah, we did. We got all 3 goalies a good look. It was nice. It gives us a chance. Now, I thought C.J. Mott was spectacular. The other 2 I thought were solid. One of the things we're going to have to work with on the one freshman goalie, Charles Williams, the goal that he scored was one where he vacated the net, and we've been working on him slowly about it. Coming up through the youth ranks, you're used to being able to make a save and not necessarily have to worry about your positioning. But at this level, you've got to make the save, and you've got to be in position to make another save if there's a rebound attempt.
What were some of the big things you learned from that game as you get ready to open the regular season this week?
Well, divorcing myself from the score, just watching the speed of the game, I was really happy with the speed in which we played. And I think, I still say this, we're going to have growing pains with our young defensemen. It just, no question about it, we got away with some mistakes that I don't think down the road we're going to be able to get away with when we play a team like RPI or we play U of M or Miami of Ohio. It's just, you can't make some of the mistakes we made last night and not have it end up in the back of the net. But I was really pleasantly surprised by how quick we played last night and the speed that our team has.
You had a chance to face RPI last weekend as you get ready to head to Troy, New York this weekend to take on the Engineers. What do you remember from that series against RPI last year, and what do you expect going into this weekend?
Well, I don't remember. I believe the scores were like 2-0, 2-0, or it was very low scoring. I remember they've got a great defensive team. They've got really good goaltending. They're coming off really what they would consider a disappointing year. They've got a lot of talent on that team. Seth Appert's a wonderful coach. For those that don't know it, he played for us here at Ferris State. He coached with us here at Ferris State, so I know Seth very well. He'll do, and he has done an outstanding job there. So this is going to be a great 2 games to help prepare us for the CCHA season.
A long trip out to New York, and you leave a couple days early, but a chance at the same time maybe to get some team bonding here early in the year to start the season.
Yeah, it is. It's if you're going to have, and we do have a few long trips, it's nice to have them right out of the gate so that you do get some bonding. Now, the negative right now is I would rather be home this weekend probably and get every minute of practice time we can because the season's so new. We have so many young kids. With that said, we're going to lose a day of practice time between here and there just because of the travels, but it does give our players a chance to do a little bit of bonding on the bus. And you know what, I think a good long bus trips and that they serve a purpose. They toughen your team up, and as any team, we need to be toughened up a bit.
You come back from that series against RPI with a home series against Mercyhurst on October 19th and 20th, and a chance for the Bulldogs to raise a banner in remembrance of last season and obviously open up your home season.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that night. There's so many good things happening that weekend. It's going to be an alumni weekend. There'll be an alumni game going on. It's Parents Weekend for us. We're going to raise the banner. So there's a lot of good things happening. And the banner ceremony, it'll be before the game. And we've got 3 banners: the championship, CCHA, the Midwest Regional Championship, and then the NCAA Frozen Four banner. And then after the game, we're going to hand out the rings. We don't want to do too much before the game because we do have a game in hand, but we will have a ring ceremony as well.
Well, Coach, best of luck as you head to Troy, New York, and congratulations again on the exhibition win over Ryerson.
Thank you very much, Rob.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update after this.